Hello there, vlog, and welcome to this first edition of my time here in India, this beautiful little oasis here. I have been here in India since yesterday, which is about 18 hours now. And since then, I've been welcomed in a very nice way. The real reason for my trip here is to really continue developing the personal foundation that I'm on. If you followed me for a while or not, I have been traveling for the last 9 years. Been back and forth to Denmark, where I originally am from. And most of this past year I've spent really calming down. The last many years has been quite stressful. Always trying to go to new places, do new things to see what would work and would not work for me. What I'm trying to say is that I wanted to see, search, and look for what was working, what I thought would be working for me, what I wanted to go for. But nothing seemed to work. So since March last year, I'd been in Switzerland for 1.5 years, where I had quit an education that I actually thought was really good and important for me. But it was far from what I wanted, far from the value that they said it would be, and realizing that I had to quit. And it's been sort of a transition to move on to the next thing, to go back to Denmark, draw a line in the sand, and ask myself, what is up now? What is next? And my only priority last year was to calm down, find and practice inner peace, which I've done through meditation, and just calming down, be focused on my breath, build a personal foundation that makes sense. And it seems that a lot of that practice has finally sort of I've gotten to a point where I feel like I have a foundation now, where I feel myself in a way that I haven't probably in many years, maybe my entire life, and it's because of all the value of traveling has finally started to come through me in a sense of maturity and so on. And definitely because of my practice of meditation and peace and consciousness of my breath and those very simple things that you leave out when you're stressed, that you leave out when you want to be somewhere else than the present. And it sounds so cliche, but as I found, cliches are often what has the most truth in it, because we overlook them. We overlook the cliches that has so much value and truth in it. So I'm happy that I finally got to a point where the must of calming down and finding that inner peace and so on was the only way to go. And I found out that peace is the path, and so on. So I think that's why I'm here now. I'm here in India, in the southern part of India. I flew into Trivandrum. It's called something longer in really Indian, I think. And I'm at this really nice place that I forget the real name of right now, but I'll get that for you. Yeah, just really happy about being here. I'm going to be here for 1 month, and it's an Ayurvedic practice clinic here. So it's a clinic, so it's not a retreat place where where there's any set plans. You're here for you. You're here to experience the tradition of Ayurveda, which is a practice of a lot of massages with oils, and food that are really healthy for you. And that's what I'm looking forward to a lot too, to really get familiar with this kind of an idea, so I can continue to use that, because there's so much I want to create in my life, and I'm ready for that now. And I'm using this time here to get to gain another foundation to build on in terms of what I want to do, what I want to create. So to give you a little bit of a recap of what has happened here since I arrived. I was met by my driver, my chauffeur, outside of the airport. He took me to the clinic here, which took about half an hour, I think. Then I was welcomed by the doctor that I have talked to up until coming here, his father, who welcomed me. I quickly changed and got some food, some real nice Indian food. And then I just took some time for myself for a few hours to calm down, relax, get myself organized, and then I had another meal at around 7 Indian time, and then I had my first treatment. And this first treatment is not as in-depth as the one I will get today, because my body is still sort of acclimating to the time zone, the weather, and so on. So I'm not really here yet, is what my doctor said. So, and he was the guy I've talked to, and he came during dinner, and he said, you know, when you're ready, your first treatment is ready for you. So I basically just said, yeah, I'm ready, and we went. And it was must be a guy who was a bit younger than me, I think, and who was going to do the treatment. And I'm totally in their hands, so it's interesting to see what this will do. To just allow these guys to just, because they know the Ayurvedic practice and have sounds like a couple of lifetimes of experience, or a long time. So you're stripped naked, basically, and you then, I then first sat down, got a massage, which was on the back and my neck and my head and hair. I say hair because it was really around the hair area. And you sit there naked, and then you get on your stomach, where you get a full body massage. You turn around, you get another, the other side as well, with oils. And I don't really know what kind of oil that is, but after that, which takes about, I guess, is 20 minutes, 30 minutes in total, then you are on your back, and you will then get warm oil put on your forehead, or the third eye, as you call it, to increase the alpha brain waves. And I will, of course, I'm very new to this, so I will get more information and more value and more specifics, details as I go on. So please follow, and then I will definitely share as I go along here, because it's a change and a new thing for me as well. But that was very comfortable to just lay there and have warm oil put on here. And that was for 20 minutes. After that, I was in this enclosed sauna, sort of a little, kind of a half-cut closet. It could look like, where only your head peeks up, and you're just sitting there like. And it's a herb sauna, so it's warmed up, and I think there is herbs in the steam. And I was just sitting in there for a few minutes, because the doctor said that because of my arrival, I needed to just have this kind of a light treatment here. This is first time. After that, I was put in mud, or in sort of this muddy kind of thing, which takes the oil off the body. So I did that, and then I, just had a cleansing and a shower, and then I, went back down, wrote my diary and so on, and that finished the day. And if you haven't seen my story from this morning on Instagram or Facebook, you can see my breakfast and the area here. And I will definitely take a walk around here within the next few days, probably, so you can have a look of this little nice oasis here. That's it for now. I have nothing more to share for this moment, but that was my initial update, and look forward to share a lot more as the time passes here. Last thing I want to say is thank you to my friend Anders Hansen, who firstly introduced me to this place. It has taken me about, I'd say, a year to a year and a half to decide to come here. The seed was planted while I was still in Switzerland, and now I'm finally here. So I'm really happy that I made this decision, happy that I spent the time in Denmark to calm down. And now I've left everything again, so I have no place to live other than my home here. And that's what I will finish with. My home is where my heart is, and I have said that for probably some years, but it's the first time I really feel that I can really be where I am now, because I have my breath and myself with me. And regardless of what you think of spiritual nonsense, try be conscious of your breath for 20 minutes twice a day, or as much as you can throughout the day for 30 days, and you'll see any change, I firmly believe. So without further ado, have a great life and a great day, and I will share more soon enough. Ciao.